This is just a quick couple of slides on the banking system. My view of the banking system was that it was sort of working okay. Maybe it was being manipulated by the puppet masters at the top. But this was the traditional view that people had. This was Captain Mannering, who was a banker when he wasn't in Dad's army. So Captain Mannering, the banker, the safe, steady, prudent, careful with money. And that was the image that people had of banking. And I think for the high street branches, that was how things were for quite a time. And then what happened was this. The whole thing got turned into a global casino by the merchant banks. So people got too clever or too stupid, depending on how you look at it, started to create very, very complicated financial structures that few people could understand. The financial companies were employing people with amazing science degrees because they were the only ones that could understand these financial products. So they try and get them out of the sciences to come and work in the world of money as a trader. Because they're the only people who can understand it, these amazing mathematicians and scientists. And in my view, this was either massive incompetence at a global scale or massive global fraud at worst. So that's the bad news. The good news is that at a day-to-day level, you get to play the game when you understand the rules of money. And I call money a game because in my view, let's make it fun. If we're all figments of our imagination, and if we're all just telling ourselves a story, why not make it a good one? Why not make that story a fun one? Well, I suppose if you've got belief that we're all here to suffer, then just carry on suffering. I don't believe that. I don't think we are all here to suffer. I had this image years ago that would sort of get to the pearly gates, whatever that means. And, we've tried and suffered, and someone says, you missed the point, you were on holiday, it was meant to be amazing, you missed the point. Duh. Back you go. So I'm not saying that everything is a bed of roses, and I think a lot of the time we've got to go into the dark, into the shadow and explore that. I think it's all too easy to say love and light and stay away from that. The shadow is where the treasure is. That's why we started with the cave, that's where most of the treasure lives. So, in my view, money is a fantastic idea. It's an easy way for us to exchange goods and services. Money itself has little value. In many ways, it doesn't really exist. We've created it, and it has the value and energy that we decide that it has. So, in many ways, it's magic, and we're all magicians. And one of the money types is the magician. Because once you know how the game works, great, it's good fun. But the magic of money is that this thing that doesn't really exist can be exchanged for things that do in this dimension.